Hey everyone, this is Jorge Soto and you're watching Startups Unedited.
Hey everyone, this is Jorge Soto and you're watching Startups Unedited. Today I'm with fitness and movement expert Missy Bunch, who's originally from the California area, now in Chicago. Missy, how are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm excited to be with you today.
Well, I appreciate it. Just why don't you tell the audience a little bit about what you've been up to? You've been actually working with corporations and their, I would say, I guess, health and wellness teams or HR teams, really trying to help their employees be more healthy throughout the day. Instead of drinking Red Bulls and a bunch of the other garbage, there are actually movements that you can do. And I had no idea, so I'm excited to participate with you. But why don't you tell the folks a little bit about your background and what you're up to?
Yeah, absolutely. I know you got a little taste today of what I'm actually doing here. So basically, I come from a dance background, right? So I've been moving and coaching movement for as long as I can remember. And when I started realizing how people have no way to get around working at a computer, even preparing for a movement presentation, I have to sit at my laptop. Right? And I'm a movement coach. So I just started realizing, wow, there is a gap here that I could really help people. They don't know what to do. Your engineers, account executives, sales development reps, they get more tired and they're trying to crunch these numbers, especially quarterly. And the second they get tired, they go run and get a Red Bull. When actually there's a lot of science behind movement. So what I've been doing is going into corporations, doing 55-minute little lunch and learns, and giving people a library of tools to choose from. And they're really simple. They take, 1 minute, 2-minute drills, and you end up feeling better. You get better signaling up and down your spinal cord, to and from your brain. And actually, you could technically say you would be smarter than the person next to you slouching, because their spine is all crooked going through a construction zone versus really straight signals where you feel more productive, and then you in turn are producing more sales, and then everybody gets happier.
Absolutely. And there's more coffee, I guess, around, so folks won't freak out who don't want to move and just want to drink coffee.
Right.
Why don't you go ahead and show us?
Oh,
I'm half Cuban, so I get it. Half Cuban,
right.
half Cuban. Although I think is there Filipino coffee? I don't know. I have to ask my mom.
Yeah. We're not so big on the coffee, but.
Are you half Filipino as well?
I'm half, yeah.
Okay, got it. So kudos to the half Filipinos.
Yep, P9, Pinoy.
Totally. Well, why don't you show us? Why don't you go ahead and show us and see how we can actually do that on a daily basis?
Oh, yes, perfect. Makes me excited. Okay, so basically yourself and just.
Okay, so I'm going to participate.
You're going to participate.
Okay.
Wherever you are, just lengthen up through the crown of the head. And you usually want to tuck your chin a little bit. Instead of having this tilt here, you're going to lengthen the back of the neck, open your arms really wide, and then you're going to rotate your thumbs way back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your chin, shoot your eyes up, and inhale. And then exhale, bring everything back to neutral.
It's almost like a yoga pose.
Yes, I call these Titanics. Like, Jack, I'm flying.
Awesome.
Yes, and then we're going to take the same move and rotate it, George, so that I know you get some spinal rotations in your back. Okay, so go ahead and bring the arms down. Re-lengthen. Rotate your torso to the right and do the exact same thing. Stick your arms out into a T. Rotate your pinkies way back. Lift your heart to the sky. Inhale, shoot your eyes up. Exhale, back to neutral. Drop the arms, center. Last one. Rotate all the way as far as you can. Arms to a T. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring your pinkies back. Lift the chin, eyes up. Inhale. Exhale. Back to neutral. And you'll feel that you actually.
Yeah, I feel great.
Yeah. Good.
Awesome. Well, so how can I do these exercises every day? What do you suggest in terms of?
So my suggestion is I have YouTube links, and I have, I can tell you about that in a second, but I copy and paste the link in the calendar. So every 1 or 2 hours, your calendar will go off and you take just a little break. Some people do it before they go to the bathroom. Some people do it between emails, and some people just do it whenever they remember. But you tend to get addicted to the movements because your body's craving them. So my vote and best case scenario would be once every hour. Take a little break for your body and yourself so that you can actually focus on the results you're trying to achieve.
Missy, thank you so much. Tell us a little bit about your social channels and where can we actually find this information out and start to implement it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I have deathofthedesk.com. That's what the company's called. And right now you just subscribe to our 2-minute drills is what we call them. And you can subscribe to 1 time a week, 3 times a week, or 5. And that means you would get 1 email from me every day, probably around 2 or 3 strategically. And you just sign up and get those emails when the frequency matches your lifestyle. And then I also have Death of the Desk on Facebook, and my personal page is obviously Missy Bunch, so pretty easzy to find.
Awesome. There. And for everyone out there, Missy actually worked with the NBA, the Golden State Warriors. You were a cheerleader on that team for a while. And awesome. So, you're not just a therapist, but you actually have danced and you know what real movement is. Mm-hmm. So for everyone, she's the real deal. Missy, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. And thanks for what you're doing. What we've been trying to do is educate and inspire and keep entrepreneurs healthy, right? As we're going through these really challenging, very stressful experiences. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. I love contributing to this kind of community. So thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. Have a great, great day.
Okay, you too. Bye.